work, 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 work.
As for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily baby. A real shame. Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby. Maybe I should have given myself a beat. Blacksad.
Finally, I need you at the gym now, please. It was like this when I got here.
When did you get here?
I've been calling you for over an hour.
Calm down. I'll take care of this. Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy. Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
Bingo.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract. It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary. If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Whose is that?
Mary Purnell.
You think she did this?
Wait here, please. Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal. Dear Sonia, I need to tell you several things
about your father.
If I were you, I wouldn't quit. Trust me, it might be painful at first, but time heals all wounds. Why did you listen to me? I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet. For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or... It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it. It looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things. Dunn? Thorpe? No idea. And these two, they look familiar. As I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation, and the reward he had given me for telling him about Colbert and his wife. I had managed to make my own dirty money after the Eagle pimp suddenly quit the poker game. How much damage could a small bet do? What harm could I do? Only the invisible type. Look at that. The guy sure had good taste. I see more art in a boxer's hypnotizing footwork than in certain modern paintings. Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV. Who would have thought we'd end up eating like this? Dunn died 4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay. Of course. Now I see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this. Sardines. It's been open for a few hours. It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here. You still looked at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something. This is too private. Another empty closet. Elaine. I think that was Dunn's wife's name, according to Jake. Wow. Could Dunn really afford such luxuries? Or did he only want to impress Mary? Is this how he got in? Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management? What's this doing here? One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age. I seem to recall Dunn being mad about the pictures, but who knows? It doesn't look like anyone picked the lock. No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
It brings back... I don't know.
Good memories?
An optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors. It was Spanow who got him assigned to our platoon.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spanow? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family. He was the one who had Mitchell assigned to our platoon.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
Who's the guy on the left?
Ah, Viktor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
But the war got in the way of that bright future.
Huh? No, I made it big when I came back. Best time of my life. Don't you remember that cop at the hospital? The one who let me in exchange for an autograph? Trust me, nobody calls you Iron Arm if you're just sitting on the bench. Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
What happened to all of them?
Zhukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best.
Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?